Here we go. Mainline Executive Coaching, ACT. Leaders, are you ready to lead? We've got a great topic going on here today, Rich. I think it's going to be a lot of fun doing this one. And it is all about you've all heard about foreplay, right? Well, this is about faux play. And what I mean by that is you're playing here, but it's not real. You're faking it as a leader, blowing smoke and misleading and pretending and putting on and all sorts of other things. Kind of that's what we call it faux play. You're not real. You're just fooling around. So, what do you think about this, Rich? What about this whole notion of blowing smoke up people's behinds?
I think in today's leadership world, we see this a lot. We see this a lot with leaders. We see this a lot, even in the business world. You can't, you see this a lot with telling your employees falsehoods or bending the truth or telling them something that's completely opposite of what you should be telling them. Just simply,
Misleading. Let
yeah,
them believe
misleading.
things that you
Absolutely.
know aren't true, but you maybe didn't say it, but you know how they react.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and the problem is if you even get caught doing one small lie, one white lie, whatever that might be, your staff, your employees will not trust you on the big things. Therein lies the problem.
They'll maybe tolerate it for a little bit. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe they didn't mean that. But eventually, you're gonna wear out your welcome there, and then all that stuff starts to add up. That's what you can't stand. You can't stand to lose your credibility, man. You start playing those games, it's hard to get it back because you're going to always be looked at as that person who's the phony, person who's not doing it real.
Oh, absolutely. And the problem there is that they feel like they have to. There's leaders who actually feel like they have to be misleading. They don't feel like, here's the one thing I think what I'm trying to get to here, Michael, is the fact that they misjudge their staff and their employees' ability to hear bad news or to hear that you can't tell them something. So you make something up.
So they basically, what you're basically saying is they think their employees are kind of dumb.
Right. Unfortunately, that they're not going to catch on. They're not going to catch on.
There's so much
I,
of that
I
going around.
yeah, I think there's three basics to this, Michael. Three things. Three things. Number one, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. They don't misjudge your employees or your staff's ability to hear bad news. The second one, number two, if you don't know the answer, tell them you don't know the answer and that you'll get back with them. That's okay. You can do that. I don't have the answer for you right now, but as soon as I do, I will get back to you on this. And number three, there are always things in business that are proprietary, things that you can't tell as a leader, things that you may be privy to. And it's okay to tell people, I cannot tell you that. I simply cannot tell you that.
And that becomes the whole thing about what really can't you tell us and what are you just saying you can't tell us.
Yeah.
That's where everybody's BS detection starts getting out there and going, that's the stuff that can hang you faster than you even realize it because they just aren't buying it.
Right.
And that may be true, but you probably have told them enough falsehoods that you've lost credibility.
Right. So I think the bottom line is tell the truth.
Yeah,
Tell the truth from the beginning.
yeah, yeah. At some point, you can fool. What's the old saying? You can fool all the people some of the time, but at some point, and some people you can fool all the time, but you're not going to be able to fool all the people all of the
All
time.
the time. Yeah.
And it's really a demeaning thing if you think about it. How many times have you been lied to by leaders that you work for, or bosses? You look at it and go, man, that is just so. You just think they're just crap because they just don't have the guts to tell the truth. They don't have to own, what it takes to just own up to it and say what it really is. You're not doing yourselves any favors. I mean, you may be putting off the bad news, leaders, but really and truly, if you don't have the guts, the backbone, the wherewithal to come out and deal with hard things, tell the truth, you probably ought to be looking for another job because you just don't have the intestinal fortitude to do the job. All right. Anything else?
No, other than the fact that just tell the truth.
Come on, knock it
Just
off. Tell the
won't smoke up my backside, pal.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting done back there.
Yeah, trust your people. If you've hired them to do a job, trust them to do the job and don't lie to them about it and let them do it.
Okay. So how do they get a hold of us?
Well, they can get a hold of us at Executive Leaders Act, ILEC.com.
Yeah.
And we promise we won't blow smoke up your backside.
No, we won't.
We won't. We'll tell you the truth.
You might wish that we did, but we won't do that. We'll
We
tell you
won't do
the way
that.
it is.
No.
Help you
Yeah.
out a lot better than keeping those dreams of illusion going on. Anyway, leaders, get out there, lead, do the best that you can every day. Show up every day, make a difference every day. People are counting on you. They really are. And if you're not doing it, you're letting yourself down as well as everybody else.
Yep. Have a good one. We'll see you again next time.
All right, folks, all the best.